guys, we're going to work with numbers 10, 11, 12, and 13 today. And what I did is I got a piece of paper and I got some counters and I got some fun little cards to play with to be able to make these numbers. Now, if you want to, since you're at home, you can follow along with me in my video, and also you can print out the tens frames from the file that I sent your moms and dads. Also, with this, if you don't have the tens frame, I'm going to show you how to draw a tens frame. So just get a piece of paper, a whiteboard, something to write on, and I'm going to show you that if you take a marker, a crayon, a pencil, whatever you want to write with, you draw a line down, and you draw a line down. And then we're going to go ahead and close the top, and we're going to close the bottom. Now you're going to go ahead and draw a line down the middle, and then we're going to draw a line down. Now we have 2 squares. We're going to draw another line down. Now we have 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to draw another one. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. So we're going to have to draw one more line in there. And it's okay that your squares are not all perfect, as long as you have 10 squares. 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember, when we're working with the number 10, and you guys know a 10 is a 1 and a 0, that we need to have all this tens frame filled up. So I'm going to take my little Easter counters here, or mini erasers. You guys can get goldfish, you can get gummy bears, you guys can get real counters, anything that you want. So I'm going to fill in all the squares. Now we have 10. We have our tens frame filled up. And guys, remember, we don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already know that this is 10. All we need to say is 10, 10, 10. So go ahead and take your hand, wave it over, and just say 10. I want you to do it without me. Good. So remember that this is 10, and 10 is the 1 and the 0. Since we already know that, to make the numbers 11, 12, and 13, we're going to need another tens frame. So you have to draw another one. So it's another line down, a line down, line across to close it, line across to close it. Draw your line down the middle. Then you're going to have one line. There's 2. Now we have 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we need to have 2 tens frames now to make the teen numbers. So we're going to get one more, and we're going to make the number 11. And number 11 is 1 and a 1. Number 11 is 1 and a 1. You guys are used to seeing this on Mountain Math. Our dilemmas, where we have the tens frame filled up and then we have the counters on the side. Well, now these little counters are going to go to a home. They're going to go into a box. So now we have 10, 11, 10, 11. We don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need to do that because you already know that in your brains that this is 10. So remember, 10, 11, 10, 11. I want you guys to do it now without me. Good. And if you don't believe me, these objects right here, these ones we might have to count 1, 2, because they're all over the place instead of in 10 frames like this, which is a little bit easier to see. So let's go ahead and make sure that there's actually 11 on this page, on this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And remember, 11 is a 1 and a 1. So 10, 11, 10, 11. 11 is 1, 1. 11 is 1, 1. I want you to do it now. Good job, guys. So now with our next number, after 11 becomes 12. So we get one more. And he's not going to hang out there on the side anymore. Not like the other ones in our dilemma. So we're going to put him in his little house too. So now we have 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. I want you guys to go ahead and count it too. Just do what I just did. Good. And a 12, guys, is a 1 and a 2. Sometimes you guys put 2 and a 1, which would be 21. With the T numbers, we always want to put that 1 in front. The 1 always goes first. 1 goes first in T numbers. And all these objects right here, it does add up to 12. If you don't believe me, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, 12 is a 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2. Kind of like when we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 2 is 12. So remember, 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. Good. So now we're going to get one more, and that's going to make 13. And 13 is a 1 and a 3. A 1 and a 3. And if you want to, you can even turn it into a song. 1 and a 3 make 13. 1 and a 3 make 13. 1 and a 3 make 13. So that way it's a little bit more catchy. And remember, 1 is in the front. If we put a 3 and then a 1, it turns into 31. And sometimes we don't want 31 things. Well, and since we're adding one more, this little chick guy is not going to stay on the sides like it does in our dilemmas. He's going to go into his own little house too. So now we have 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I want you guys to try without me, okay? Go ahead. Good job, guys. Now you're going to come over here and we're going to count these objects over here just to make sure there's 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So remember, 13 is a 1 and a 3. 13 is a 1 and a 3. So 1 and a 3 make 13. 1 and a 3 make 13. Okay, guys, those are numbers 10, 11, 12, 13. And now you can have fun and you can play games and put your own things up on your tens frames with those numbers.